All right. So are we live? Can people see and hear me? I feel like once again the camera's a bit stretched out. Not quite sure why that keeps happening, but we'll go with it. But everyone can see and hear me right now? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. All right, Geography Geeks here. Hello. All right, so people can hear me. So first of all, I have to apologize for possible poor quality. It might be echoey because I'm not in my usual recording space. I've had to make some adjustments because of Hurricane Ian. I don't want to go into too much detail on that, but it's hit pretty hard. So things are different for a little while, but I did want to do a live stream to kind of give you guys an update on things. Before doing the trivia, I want to point out on Sunday, so last Sunday, I was trying to get out a pretty major project, but I did not get it finished in time due to an exporting error. So that's going to probably be next Sunday. But with that out of the way, I guess we can begin the trivia. So I'll explain what I essentially plan to do. So there's going to be all right. How long will this be, Gator Gamer Minecraft? I'm probably not going to keep it more than an hour. So I think about an hour seems good. But what I basically will do is ask probably 15 questions about national parks. I'm thinking, depending on how certain things go, maybe I'll ask 5 questions about the channel for those who have watched to see your knowledge of National Park Wild. But either way, the first 3 people to answer. I know there's sometimes weird issues with who's first in the chat, but the first 3 that I see on my end get a point each for getting a question correct. And whoever has the most points at the end, I'll give them the community shout out. So there'll be a post saying congratulations. And also you can comment on any of my videos, a video you want me to make. So you get to choose something I'll make. All right, Bobberfoot, Katmai, or Everglades? I definitely go Katmai. Obviously, I am Floridian, so I think Everglades is somewhat like familiar to me, and Katmai is more exotic, so that plays a role. But I love Katmai. So with that out of the way, are we ready to begin the trivia? All right, I got a yes. Any more yeses? All right. Hello, Normie Woo. All right, let's do this. All right, Jim, I'm glad you can make it. So let's begin. The first question, this one you'll want to be fast. And also, if you use Google, I don't mind. Some of these will be fairly obscure, but we'll start with question 1. And that is, in what year was Yellowstone designated as a national park? All right, let's see what we got. All right, seeing some answers coming in. All right, looks like the first 3 have come in. So Amazing Geology, Dylan and Jim Meyer all said 1872, and that is correct. This year was the 150th anniversary. I remember back in March, I did a sort of mini documentary about Yellowstone. That was a fun one. That's still probably my favorite video I've made to this day. So I'm keeping a Google Doc to keep track of points. So I'm just going to quickly type in the ones that have gone in so far. So it was Amazing Geology, Dylan, right? All right. So with that, let's go to question 2. All right. So this one's going to be, what was the second national park to gain park status? So Yellowstone was the first. What was the second? All right, seeing some answers coming in. Wait, oh, I see an answer that makes me think I'm probably wrong. Now I have to look this up. Oh, dang. Okay. So apparently it's Mackinac Island. I guess I was thinking about ones that are still national parks, but I mean, Geography Geek's correct. I mean, Geography Geek is blazing the trail, it seems. So others that said it were Mr. Goat and Melody Anderson. And then Bryce Coaster was the 4th to say it. The thing was, I thought about Sequoia, But yeah, I mean, Mackinac's technically the correct answer. I've got to go with that. All right, so great job to the people who got that. You've already beaten me. I'm already losing track of names, but I think I'll keep up. All right, did anyone? All right, well, Geography Geek, you taught me something new. I mean, I think I probably like had that in the back of my mind, but like forgot about it. All right, who was the other that said Mackinac? All right, Melody. Yeah, I'm sorry for any background noise there might be. Maybe it's not as loud for you guys, which is what I hear. All right, so let's move to the next question. This one is going to be, what is the name of the tallest tree in the world? It's at Redwood National Park. That's kind of a hint, but just curious if people know the name of the tree. Oh, Mr. Goat, I put you down for Mackinac, don't worry. And it's just one tree, by the way. All right. All right, these are some interesting answers so far. I might have to. All right. I see Dylan definitely has the correct answer. All right, we got 3 correct ones in. So a lot of people said General Sherman, but that is actually incorrect. General Sherman is the largest tree in the world, but I said tallest. So the thing is, General Sherman is the largest by total volume, but in terms of height alone, it's Hyperion at Redwood National Park. So the first 3 who said that were Mr. Goat, Doppler, and Bobberfoot. So it seems so far the one with the most points is Mr. Goat. Good job so far. Just got to make sure I remember how many questions I've asked and don't mess that up. So let's move to the next question. All right. Darn, which one did I want to ask next? I had a few, but I already. All right. So this next one is, which national park has the largest concentration of elk? I give a second for that one. I give it a moment. Perhaps I. Dang. Maybe I was wrong about this one. I was pretty certain. Now I gotta make sure. I'm sorry. I know Olympic is the most Roosevelt elk, but specifically, okay. So I'm struggling to find it, but I thought the answer was Grand Teton. I don't really know what to say. Am I wrong about this one? I'm struggling to find it now. I see a lot of people said Rocky Mountain and Yellowstone. So if one of those was the answer, someone like Googles that and tells me that, I'll give the people who got that one right the points. But I thought it was Grand Teton, in which case I would give the points to Thomas Bierkamp and Teresa. So maybe I'm thinking about the National Elk Refuge, which is right there. It's just south of Grand Teton. Okay, I've got it. It is the largest elk herd in North America. All right, it is Grand Teton. I didn't screw up. Olympic is for Roosevelt elk. All right, so Thomas Bierkamp and Teresa. What was them? But good job to the people who got that one. I mean, I remember seeing a huge amount at Rocky Mountain when I went, so I could definitely see that being one a lot voted for. I think I only saw like 6 or so elk at Yellowstone, which is still a good number and all, but it's definitely one that is smaller than the amount that's at Rocky Mountain, not Rocky Mountain. Yes, Rocky Mountain. I'm sorry, I don't know why I messed that up, but I guess I kind of lost my train of thought. But nonetheless, the next question, just to be sure, how many? All right, that was the fourth question. So question 5 is going to be, what was the first national monument to be designated? Not national park, national monuments. All right. See some answers pouring in. All right, definitely have enough in. So Devil's Tower is the correct answer. The first to say were Bryce Coaster, Melody Anderson, and Amazing Geology. Devil's Tower monuments, just I'll say that while I'm typing this stuff in. Melody Anderson, Amazing Geology. All right. So on to question 6. So, and yes, Mr. Goat, you were close behind. It seems quite a few did know that one. So I'm gonna think something a bit trickier. But maybe if I go over something it's more like one park focused. All right. No, that's not what I want to ask. My bad. But one thing I guess while I'm trying to think about one that would be trickier, darn, I had some lined up, but also you guys are very good at this. So I think I will ask, what national park is directly south of Custer State Park? I hope it was south. They literally border each other. Um, all right, 3 people got it. Amazing Geology, Bishop Beater, and Bryce Coaster. Wind Cave was the answer. Definitely a nice park. All right. All right. So, all right. This will be a good one. Bobberfoot. Let me see. On my end, you were behind a couple. I'm really sorry. Maybe it just looks different on your end, but with my stream that I'm looking at, the official stream, I guess you could say, it says the first 3 were the ones that I named. Interestingly, in alphabetical order, pretty early on. So, nonetheless, let's go to. I had it in my head. It was, what is the tallest freestanding arch in Utah? Also, probably the world, but I don't know for sure. We'll just stick with Utah. So it's the name of the arch. Sorry.
Watch TV and talk. You go watch. This is all. You guys. All right, I guess we're back, and the quality is somehow even worse. But people can hear me again. Sorry about that. I've had to move around a bit. The Hurricane Ian thing is just getting a little tough. But move to the next question. So we're 6 questions in, so plenty of time for people to come take the lead. Oh, I'm kind of cutting out. So people are unable to hear me right now. No, let me know if there's any issue, and then we'll start the next question. All right. Okay, so let's go to the next question. It's going to be what year were 7 of Alaska's 8 national parks given national park status? National park. Sorry, I'm the Pretzel 2. I've been to all of them except American Samoa, and I'll have some videos kind of like that. So kind of based on that soon. All right. Okay, I'm seeing the correct answer. So Normie Wu, Bryce Coaster, and Jim Meyer said 1980, and that is the correct answer. Sorry. All right. The next question is, what was based on the current national parks? What was the 62nd national park to be given park status? All right, give a second. All right, I'm seeing a few different answers. All right, that's 3. So Normie Wu, Mr. Goat, and Doppler all said White Sands, and that is correct. All right, moving to the next question. This one, in what national park would you find the Valley of 10,000 Smokes? I'm wondering what people might guess for this one, because I think it's probably not the most well-known site, because it's in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess people did know this one. Bobberfoot, Doppler, and Amazing Geology were the first to say Katmai, and Katmai is correct. It is a beautiful, beautiful area. You have some like volcanic ash over the mountains. All right, so let's go with all right. I think I have a good one that I kind of want to make sure it's correct, but I'm getting ready to ask it. All right. Let's do this. So, which state has 4 national parks? So, which U.S. state has 4 of them? I believe there's only one that does. All right, Geography Geek, Normie Wu, and Bishop Beater all said Colorado, and that is the answer. The parks are Rocky Mountain, Great Sand Dunes, Mesa Verde, and Black Canyon of the Gunnison. All excellent places. Oh, I didn't even notice the spelling error. Colorado. That's fine, though. Okay, Alexandria, you were the next to say it from what I'm seeing. So if I were taking the first 4, then you'd be good. But I got to make clear the first 3 who say it win. So I'm going to make that a message for new people to come in. All right. Bobberfoot, I'm not sure. So one thing I think would be good. So besides Great Smoky Mountains, in what national park can you see the synchronous fireflies dancing? Doing a sort of light show in the summer, for those who know what I'm talking about. All right, we got the answer. So Chris Zamora, Geography Geek, and Normie Wu said Congaree, and that is correct. Honestly, Congaree is a super underrated park for me. It's not like super high up in my rankings by any means. In fact, not at all. But it is one that I just enjoyed a lot. All right. So we got 5 more questions in this round. I think. Let me make sure of that. Pretzel 2. I think autumn is probably the nicest time. Less mosquitoes, and there's a lot of really nice things you can do in autumn and enjoy the foliage and such. It's a very good one. Pretzel 2. Winter's also good. No mosquitoes. The only thing is I don't know if you'd be able to do paddling, which is a nice activity to do that time of year. Bryce Coaster, most dangerous national park. Interesting idea. RMC, American Samoa, it's possible, but I have to look somewhat far into the future for that, and I'm not really sure. All right, so I'm going to go for... all right. Wait. So, what Oklahoma natural area used to be a national park? If you give me either the national park name or the current name, I will give you the points. All right, only one answer in. Wait for a few more. Remember, it's in Oklahoma. All right. We've got enough answers. So it used to be Platte National Park, and now it's Chickasaw National Recreation Area. So the first ones who said, I think it says Piats. Yeah, so instead of the L, some put I, but I believe they knew. So Normie Wu, Alex M, and Gator Gamer Minecraft. Mr. Goat, you did say Chickasaw first. And yes, it does count, but I saw the 3 Platts before I saw Chickasaw by a small margin. But, all right. Pretzel 2, yes, it does get snowfall. Doppler, I'm not sure. All right, so this next one's somewhat similar, kind of interesting. What president's birthplace used to be a national park? All right. So it seems enough people have put it. Yes, Abraham Lincoln is the correct answer. Lincoln birthplace used to be a national park. So Bobberfoot, Jim Meyer, and J. Mass. That's good. Now that I've added those in, we'll go for question 13. All right, I want to think of something that's a bit more interesting. All right, so I'm gonna go for the last few questions, individual park stuff. So I'm gonna test some more obscure knowledge. Oh, Geography Geek, thank you for that information. Mr. Go, your answers are going through, but when I see answers come in, I only say the first 3 out loud, and those are the ones that get points. And on this particular one, I saw yours as the 5th one in chat. That's just how it goes. I'm sorry because I know it takes a lot of speed and it's sometimes tough for these questions. You're still doing a great job. It's just the way the game is going. So it sometimes looks different on different people's screens. I don't know if it's a lag thing, but I think on my end, it's supposed to be the correct one. So let's go with, in what national park can you hike the Ryan Mountain Trail? I was thinking of going for an even more obscure hike in the park, but maybe I'll save that for a different question. Ryan Mountain. Okay. All right. I think we have enough people. So Normie Wu was definitely the first person to say Joshua Tree. And then next, I've got Alex M. and Gator Gator. No, sorry, Bishop Beater. And then Mr. Goat was the fourth to say it on my end. And so Normie Wu said it. All right, Normie Wu doing very well, I will say. The Pretzel 2, what was my first national park? Have I said that before? If I've said that a couple times in videos, I'll save that for a trivia question, but I don't think I have. So Grand Canyon was my first national park. And Smoky Mountains, if you saw Pretzel 2's sorry, Mr. Goat, if you saw Pretzel 2's comment, that'll kind of give you the idea. Oh, no, it's fine, Mr. Goat. I don't see, you weren't being whiny. It's totally fair. I get that it's sometimes annoying on YouTube. Like YouTube can sometimes be delaying and such and make you think certain things. Or they can, screw up with ads and all. But nonetheless, let's ask. Oh, got 2 questions left. So we'll stay on the sort of going for an individual park thing. So I want to go very, very challenging on this one. In what national park can you hike Tenalian Mountain? That's spelled not quite like alien, but I'll put it in chat. Tenalian Mountain. Might be Tenalian. But yeah, I always say Tenalian. All right. The first 3 to say it were Doppler, Normie Wu, and Mr. Goat. Lake Clark National Park is the answer. It's one of my favorite hikes I've ever done. Very scary though, like terrifying. Like I was surprised I made it down the mountain all right. What was the one? All right, Mr. Goats. So the final question of, well, possibly final. We might do the round that's about my videos and rankings and such, if people are up for that. So let's go with one more very obscure. All right. I think I have a good one. In what national park can you hike around Manzanita Lake? So, yeah, Manzanita, not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but maybe this isn't as obscure as I thought, because 3 people knew it. Bishop Beater, Jim Meyer, and Normie Wu all knew it was Lassen Volcanic. Very nice hike. I remember when I went, there was some issue with otter attacks. That was interesting. But I will put in those scores, and we've done 15 questions, so I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Will we do 5 questions about National Park Wilds, like my opinions, my videos, that kind of thing, and we see if you guys want to do that? Or will we end it now and I will announce the winners? There's a poll up right now, so vote in that. But it seems for now, most people are saying yes. All right, I feel bad for the one person that voted no, but let's do this. I wonder if that one person is Normie Wu defending their title, but I think this should be all right. So let's start with one that I have talked about too many times. The first question is, what is my favorite national park? What do we got? All right. All right, we got plenty of answers coming in. And the first three to say it were Mr. Goat, J Mass, and Pretzel 2. The answer was Yellowstone National Park. Love that place. I can understand where one thinks one is more impressive than it. Honestly, I think I would probably call quite a few parks more impressive than Yellowstone, but it's just one I love so much. Oh, Jared McNair, that's very nice of you to say. I'm really happy that I can have that kind of impact. And Normie Woo, we'll agree to disagree on that one. I think it's not awful. Oh, okay. I took that very seriously. I mean, Indiana Dunes is still a nice park, but I mean, they're basically all nice. On that note, though, let's do this. So we got 4 more questions left. So this question is going to be, what is my least favorite national park? Might quickly go to my national park ranking, which is like, I don't know somewhere. All right. Yep. J Mass, Mr. Go, and Normie Woo all said Gateway Arch, and that is correct. Plenty of other people said it, but those were the first ones. And yes, Gateway Arch is my least favorite. I still like it. I might do like a mini review of the park soon, kind of as a filler thing in between my really big videos that I'm working on. But it has the nice history museum, but it's basically like a good visitor center, and for that to be the best thing, I don't know. So the next one I'm going to go with, question 3 of this final round, is, what is my most popular video? You don't need to be super specific with a title, just like general what it is would be fine. And as I see answers coming in, if you need a hint, it is the video that's probably the reason 3/4 of you have even heard of this channel. All right. So Geography Geek said ranked, and yes, it is my national park ranking. JMass definitely got it, and Doppler got it. So Amazing Geology was very early on, but it was not the national park tier list. That's my second most, but we're going to give it Geography Geek, Doppler, and Jim Meyer. I got Mr. Good. Yeah, 400,000 views. Yeah, that was the video that pretty much started the channel. Like before that video kind of blew up, honestly, like I think I had 500-600 subscribers, and things have changed for sure. Now, obviously, because it's a national park ranking, people will be upset with that sort of thing. So I wonder. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Mr. Goat, yes, that's correct. I think that's more views than like the top 10 videos on Theme Park Avenue combined. Thank you, Jim. That's very nice. So, kind of go into that video. This one, if you've seen it, I think you will know the answer I'm looking for. What is my most hated opinion from that national park ranking? If you put something that's also fairly hated, I might give credit, but there's one that I have in mind that I think a lot of people really dislike. If you go to like the first few spots. All right, yep, we got it. All right, so Bishop Beater, Alex M, and J Mass. Yeah. Great Smoky Mountains being really low ranked. Yeah, that. Now, I feel like I didn't really say anything bad about it. It's just that I put it lower than I probably should have. In hindsight, I mean, it's certainly a better national park by far than some of the ones I put it below, like Hot Springs, for example. I just did not have a favorable experience, and that kind of soured my overlook of the park. Granted, people went to that list looking for an objective one in some cases, so they got mad when there was an opinion. So Bishop Beater, Alex M, and JMS. Thomas Beer Camp, yeah, you're probably right. Geography geek, yeah, I get that. I mean, Alex M, that was part of it. The fog made me less impressed with the views, but also I just thought my experience there, it was summer because I was on the way to visit family and we stopped there. The amount of crowds and the surrounding tourism areas that kind of work their way into the park. Mr. Goat, yes, that is an unpopular opinion, my Big Bend one, but it's not necessarily hated. A lot of people are really surprised by my Big Bend ranking. If I remember correctly, Geography Geek commented about that actually, but I don't remember for sure if he was one of the ones. But yeah. So there's one more question in this round, and I think it'll kind of circle back to what we were just saying. So here's the final question. Besides Great Smoky Mountains National Park, what was the most visited national park last year? You might want to go to my some of my recent or most popular videos. Either one, you'll find it most likely. Doppler, I agree. All right, we got the answer. Melody Anderson, Gator Gamer, and Bryce Coaster. Zion is the answer. It beat out Yellowstone, and I was impressed that it was able to do that. But I kind of made a video analyzing that sort of thing. That was kind of a documentary style one. I really enjoyed making that one, actually. So Melody Anderson and Bryce Coaster. So with that, that's every question. Unless, it's been 45 minutes. Maybe I'll do one more. What do you guys think? More questions or no? A Geography Geek, yeah. Instagram photos are part of it. Some of the things I analyzed are there was the Mighty Five advertisement campaign. I wonder how many people have heard of the Mighty Five advertisement campaign? Because that one was kind of what got me into national parks. Well, I guess Yellowstone technically, but then Utah, I had not even heard of Zion before that. All right, so people learned about it through my channel. All right, maybe not as many people saw it as I thought, but nonetheless, Gator Gamer Minecraft double point round. Okay, I'm gonna have to give some really obscure stuff then that'll require quick research. But I think, yeah, let's do double point round for 3 questions. All right. The first one is going to be, what is my second favorite national park? Yeah, Thomas, Dinosaur is fantastic. All right, we have enough answers. So the first to say it were Normie Woo, Amazing Geology, and Alex M. Denali was the correct answer. I mean, Denali is, I think the main reason I rank it really high is because of the mountain itself. That is the single most beautiful national park site, like a single landform I've seen that it's the most impressive to me. There's something about the size, the color, the contrasting flat land, the fact I saw it on a clear day, which is a pretty rare sight. Pretzel 2, maybe. Let me see. You're going to Great Smoky Mountains, debating whether or not to book the lodge. Do you mean, if you're up for the hike, I highly recommend you do that. I'm kind of going to mention that in a future video, but yeah, you should definitely do the LeConte Lodge, I believe it's called. LeConte? I don't know, but you have to take the cave trail to get there. Definitely do that if you can. Geography Geek, that sounds pretty awesome, honestly. All right. So let me think. Next question I'll do. It's gonna be also one that takes maybe some digging, but what is my favorite desert national park? So national park that's like either in a desert or considered desert. And I think there will be little argument that my park is a desert park, the one that I've chosen. But all right. Yep, we got the answer. So we were talking about a bit earlier, but Alex Comrade, Normie Woo, and Geography Geek all said Big Bend. Geography Geek said Big Bend, and that's fine. I don't know. I think that's just a somewhat funnier typo. Sometimes I call attention to those. I don't mean to, but I don't know. Sometimes when it's a random pretzel too, that's fair. I already lost track of who said it. It was Alex Conrad. Now I'm gonna do one more question. Double point round, and this will be what other national park YouTuber did I do an interview with in the early days of my channel? You can give either the name of the person or the name of the channel. Oh, Geography Geek, I get that. When I went to the Hawaii national parks, that was during government shutdown. I didn't see lava yet. Okay, got the answer. So Normie Woo said both the channel and the person's name. It is Randy Smith from America's Parks. Yeah, he is a great guy, and I was really happy to have his support early on with the channel. I feel like we've kind of gone separate ways since then, but I still love his content. I wonder if he still watches mine. I don't know, but let's see. So Normie Woo, Alex M, and Bobberfoot. And with that, I think we have done all of the questions. So I'm going to declare like a top 3 if I can. Oh, wow. It's a lot of points that I'm seeing so far. A lot of people did insanely well. All right. So this whole top 3 thing isn't quite going to go the way I thought because a lot of people tied for 3rd place. So with 6 points, we saw Amazing Geology, Geography Geek, and Alex M. Congratulations to all of you. 6 points. Very good job. You have to be fast and knowledgeable on national parks. So to do that, that's great. Thomas Bierkamp, top 20. How many contestants were there? 19 people got points. So I don't know. No, I'm saying so the people who tied for 3rd, so essentially making up the top 5. So in 3rd place / 4th place / 5th place, all tied together, is Amazing Geology, Geography Geek, and Alex M. So in 2nd place with 7 points is Mr. Goats. Congratulations on the 2nd place. However, not to be outdone by tonight's goat, who got. Let me make sure of this. I gotta get this number correct because I mean it's staggering. Normie Woo got 15 points. So, Normie Woo, congratulations. You did a fantastic job getting all of those. So, with that, you will be able to choose a video topic that I cover or a video that I made. And also, I'll give you a community shout out tonight. But I think that just about does it for this whole thing. So, Normie, we will leave on any comments or even an email the video you want me to make. And I'll hopefully get it out in the next few weeks. But thank you all very much for coming. It was very fun to be able to talk to you guys. Wait, what is it, Bobberfoot? Mr. Goat, I don't know when the next trivia will be. I might try to keep them consistent, but I haven't done it that much. All right, so what is it, Bobberfoot? You said weights. If I guess how many bears are in Katmai, can I pick a video? All right, if you do it without looking anything up and it's like correct, then yes. Though I'm not sure how I'd be able to verify that. But yes, you have a deal, Bobberfoot. A geography geek. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate you being in the stream, and honestly, having support from a verified person is pretty awesome. But thank you very much for coming for sure. I'll do my best to keep it up. Trying to keep the weekly upload schedule. All right, Bobberfoot, your guess is 2,200. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to just Google that. If that's like correct, then and you didn't Google that. Did you Google that? I don't know. I looked it up. All right, Bobberfoot. Did you Google it? No? All right, so Jake Norland, I live in kind of Southwest Florida. All right, Bobberfoot, I trust you. So, sure, you can give me a video topic, but I have to be honest. I'm like full disclosure. I'm going to prioritize Normie Woos because Normie Woo won the whole thing. Oh, Chris, thank you very much. Like, thank you to the people doing the super chat. That's really nice of you. A geography geek, I do enjoy Biscayne. It's not like my favorites. It's pretty low down actually, partially due to being local, but I saw manatees and that's always nice, and it's a pretty national park. Though it is definitely that grass is greener situation where parks outside of Florida rank higher. With the exception of Dry Tortugas, that park is just awesome. All right, then with that, going to end the stream. Alex, and the snorkeling is really good. I'll try to cover that in the upcoming video as well. I might make that one a premiere. I don't know. I'll ask. Should my next big video be a premiere? Army Woo, that is a good idea. I plan to, if I do that one, probably not like focus too much on the feasibility. It would be like ones I think are deserving of park status. But yeah, I will not forget that. And after this big project I'm working on, that'll definitely be my top priority. All right, I'll try to do a premiere for that. All right, then. Thank you all very much for coming. And for those who are not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'll have new videos out soon. Thank you all for competing. I'll see you next time.